and stuff. And she's a sweetheart. Why not? You know, she's a funny girl. You know. And then what happens is, she tells him, "Look, I drive this puppy. I drive this car. Why don't you hide your car? I'll take you where you need to get your supplies." So then they're driving. She's in the driver's seat, and you have roadblocks. And she tells him, "Keep your head down." She takes his head and puts it right by her crotch. Talk about a lucky fuck, lucky. And she knows what she's doing, and she backs up. It's a good car chase with that hard rocking and USA music playing. I don't know who the fuck sings that. Back up and everything like that. And then one of the deputies gives the license plate number to the sheriff. He goes, "That's my daughter's car. How do you want to proceed, sir?" "Extreme care, asshole." That Jarvis gets with her. And then he goes, "Look, don't do anything crazy. That I won't. All right, just keep your head down." And then he's bouncing back and forth, and then she's like, "That's what I like." And he looks up and like, "Huh?" And then she goes, "Keep your head down, don't move." He's like, "Yes, ma'am." Oh, God, I wish I was in that scenario. With her head on the girl's lap, like, "Hey, what the fuck?" So then she's driving away and stuff. And you know, it's a good line. And she says it with a smile and a twinkle in her eye. "Watch out, it's going to be a hairy turn." What? And then she does a thing, and then follows with the shotgun pointing at Megan. And then he gets up. The look on his face like, "Oh, shit." I love it, man. And then, of course, Jason makes his way to the camp. And you have Sissy, the black girl, and the white girl, Paula. Paula's kind of like, I know in the commentary they kind of mentioned it. Her character was kind of a little wink to Laurie Strode. And the reason they say that is because you see how Paula is with the kids. Like, you have this one girl, Nancy, who's having nightmares, having trouble sleeping. And Paula's very nurturing and, explains to her, very good with the kids and everything like that. Kind of like Laurie Strode was in the first Halloween film, John Carpenter's Halloween. So that's why, her character has the most graphic depth, because they feel, imagine if Jason was in Haddonfield and Jason would get his hand on Laurie Strode, what he would do to Laurie Strode. So that's why they did that with that character. But you have a cool shot in which Jason is kind of like stalking Paula when she's in the house, and he's like through the window, and he's like following her there. And she has a feeling she's being watched, but he drops out of sight. It's almost like an old scary movie or something. That's the vibe that, once again, Tom McLaughlin was trying to do, and he succeeded. You got the killing of her friend, Sissy, which happens. Very cool sequence where she thinks Court's playing a joke on her, and gets picked up by her head and pulled right out of the window, out of her fucking flip-flops, out of her slippers, and gets gagged, and her head twisted right off. And then Paula thinks that, her and Court are playing games because she heard a little scream. She goes, "You guys keep it down, the kid's trying to sleep." And then you see Jason putting what's left of Sissy over his shoulder, the decapitated body, and just walking away and stuff. And then, of course, once again, Jason stalks Paula. And then he gets his hands on Paula. Now, we don't know exactly what he did to Paula. We don't see the remains, but we know it's very graphic. To the point where we hear screams, we see blood splat on the window. We see what's left of her body go through the glass of the window. They can pull back in. Once again, proving a point, that what you don't see is more scary than what you see. At least in my humble opinion. Others might disagree. That's cool. So that goes on like that. And then, of course, I have to mention this. You have the deputy there, Vic, who's on the commentary, by the way, the actor. He pulls out the gun and with the laser sighting, he goes, "Well, now you did it. Now you made him draw out this mail order scope that he's been dying to use, his revolver." That's right. Whenever the red dot goes, you bang. I love that shit. There's a lot of cool one-liner dialogue. It's a lot of fun. And then Tommy's in jail behind bars there in the holding cell. Megan is there. Megan helps him escape. And like that. And then pretty much they pull a thing out there. They end up Megan takes the gun away from Deputy Vic or whatever with the laser sighting on his nose. And then once again Tommy had to get in the line in there. That's right, be careful. Wherever the red dot goes, you bang. Then takes the keys, locks him in the holding cell, which is the safest place he could be anyway. and they go off and to the camp site there. Meanwhile, the sheriff arrives there, and Jason does something interesting. He starts taking. He has like this thing. One of the deputies are going by, pulls out like this spike, and like a ninja throws it right at the fucking guy's head, right there. And the guy falls right on the fucking rowboat. Then you have one guy there, this cop, who empties out his revolver into Jason. The bullets go right through him, so he goes through. He's unstoppable, and crushes the guy so much like that I guess. Well, I think in the slash scene is a bit more, a couple of more seconds, a little more graphic. You see the blood actually splat out on Jason's mask, but you don't see it in the regular cut though. But in the slash scenes, you see it. And then you have a scene there where the sheriff Garris finds what's left of Paula. I guess the blood splattered the cabin. Gets the kids, tells the kids to stay there. Then you have one of the kids, the smart ass boy or whatever, he tells his other kid, "We're dead meat." And then he goes underneath the bed. Then he hears screams or whatever, and then the kid says, "Really dead meat." The other kid next to him says, "So, where did you want to be when you grow up?" He didn't stutter. I just thought, "Where did you want when you grow up?" And the kid looks at him. So some fun there. I like that. And Sheriff stands his ground with Jason, sort of. She empties out the shotgun into him. Doesn't work. Then he runs away from Jason, hides in the woods until Megan is calling for help and everything like that. Because Megan and Tommy arrive at the camp. Megan sees that this is not all game now and finds the decapitated head of Sissy in the squad car. She's calling for her father, so "Daddy!" or whatever. And then Jason hears her scream. He's about to come and kill her, and I guess you could say he's self-sacrifice. Sheriff Garris tackles Jason, actually tackles Jason to the floor with her, hitting him with a rock on the mask or whatever. And Jason just takes him and bends him back. And that's it, like nothing. And then Tommy gets on the boat, puts a rock with a chain, and putting Jason back in his resting place. As you get, "Jason, come on! It's me you want! Remember? Come on, Jason! What are you, pussy?" Jason starts walking into the water. "Come on, maggot head, come on! Come on, I'm waiting! Come on!" Coming there and goes into the water. Then disappears into the water. And Tommy's there with the chain noose, the rock, pours gasoline around the water, lights up. It's a cool sequence, a very good iconic sequence. It'd be nice if they had a t-shirt like that. And with the flames around the boat. And Tom actually's in the scene. It's not a stuntman or whatever. It's him actually there. He's there with the chain and the noose. And then I know where Jason comes and there's a struggle right there. It's a good moment for Tommy Jarvis because now him and Jason finally get to finish the once and for all. And he takes the noose, but Jason's halfway in flames from the fire. It breaks the boat in half, and now they're both fighting on the water there. And Jason has the noose around him, and he floats up. Now I'm not sure if because I know the slash scenes are here. They're in good condition. They work pretty quite, but it's still in good condition. I don't know if actually Tommy was the official guy to kill Jason in this film, or did they do a reshoot where Megan goes in the water to save Tommy and Jason grabs her, and what happens is she starts up the boat motor and ends up cutting Jason's mask or whatever, or it's under his neck, and then cuts his throat, digs into his throat, and then he's gone and stuff. For me personally, I would have loved to see it would have been Tommy to finally kill Jason, because then it would be profoundly Tommy's final battle, and stuff. Whether if he died doing it or not, I didn't want to see the character die. I want to see the character move on, But in my opinion, it still would have been epic either way. Would have like, all right, let's wrap it up. But I'm glad he didn't die though. Basically, what happens is comes out of the water. She does CPR on him, and he revives him. And of course, it ends where he zooms into the lake. You see Jason's eyes open, and then you have the Alice Cooper song. So I know I told everybody the whole fucking movie, but who doesn't know this movie, man? Come on, like the thing says here, evil lives forever. So great cast, memorable stuff, dialogue. I wish I could remember all of it. But it's one of those movies I know it, but to repeat it word for word sometimes it's hard. But it has a great pace, soundtrack. The cast does a good job. I enjoy Jennifer Cook as Megan. And she was a Spitfire, wild girl, you know, but push comes to shove, you know, she helped out Tommy. You know, Tom Matthews as Tommy Jarvis, I enjoyed. Maybe because this was the one I watched the most compared to part 5 and 4, but when I was growing up and stuff. But, you know, did a very good job, you know, and everything. He knows he fucked up, but he wants to make it right. He feels responsible and stuff. So, that being said and done, the sheriff did a good job. I wish we had this sheriff, even though he was an asshole most of the movie, but hey, he got a chance, you know, to duke it out with Jason a little bit at least, you know, even though he just got bent backwards, but hey, fuck it, you know. MPA gutted some interesting kills, you know, but it worked. It wasn't a mean-spirited movie. Tom McLaughlin wanted people to have fun with this film, and that's what I did, and I know a lot of fans are of this film. I know Joe loves this movie, Movie Guru. Joe, he loves this film. Matt loves this film. Mike, OCP Mike, one of my best friends on here next to Matt, of course, and many of you other people out there, by the way. You know, he holds this movie in high regard as well, you know. So I don't know what else to say about the film. I mean, great soundtrack, great cast. It moves at a very good pace. It's like 87-minute movie. It moves at a good pace. It knows what it is. It has fun with it. Man, I wish Tom McLaughlin was still writing and directing horror movies today, because he, to me, does a 10 times better job than fucking Adam Green would ever do, in my humble opinion. I know I've seen the trailer for the new Hatchet sequel that's been all over the internet, a little teaser, but like, I don't know about that. But this one I know I love to death, and this is, to me, what I look for in a slasher film, movie like this. So, rating for this film, without any surprise, is 10 out of 10. Now, I love it. The DVD features has a commentary track by the writer-director Tom McLaughlin. The guy who plays the deputy, he's on the commentary track. I think the editor as well. So it's a fun commentary there. Tom McLaughlin, it's a lot of fun facts about the movie and everything. Once again, Lost Tales of Camp Blood. Crystal Lake Massacre revisit. Jason Lives, Making a Friday 13 Part 6. Not bad. Not a bad one. Meeting Mr. Voorhees. That's that whole thing about how there was an alternate ending that was in the script, but they didn't film it, in which it involved Martin's character, whatever, the caretaker of the grave, did not die. It was storyboards. You see the storyboards of it, of a strange man visiting Jason's grave, which is led to believe that it's Jason's father. You know, but I'm kind of glad they took that out, because I don't know. I don't think you need to go that deep with Jason, but they were trying something new out. Slash scenes, the deleted scenes, good condition. You get to see a little bit of the triple decapitation, a little bit more extended stuff here and there. Because once again, MPA, so they got to cut out extended stuff. Be nice if they could put it back into the film, because that's far more worse shit they could have cut out and stuff. But hey, you know, a couple of minutes. Once again, 86, 87, 88, 89. That's the time when MPA had a field day with all these slasher films. So the movie is worth having in your collection. It's a good standalone movie as well. You know, you can enjoy this film. Rating for this film, once again, 10 out of 10, and I love this movie to death. And thank you all for watching. And now, this is number 2, my top 5. Next time you see me, I will be reviewing my number 1. Hopefully, I'll have more dialogue I can remember and say. And that is, of course, Friday 13, Part 7, The New Blood, a.k.a. Carrie versus Jason. So, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for that review. Later.